The world is actually changing, okay? Before, many years ago, we would get our parents who are 60, 70, finish their retirement in the diaspora and then think about coming back home to settle in Ghana. Well, now you're seeing a change. You're seeing younger people deciding to move back home to Ghana. And I have a 31-year-old, Danny Wonders, that's doing wonders in the film and photography industry. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. But in the UK, he's known for his artistic work. And today I wanted to speak to him about, why Ghana now? Why did he decide to move? This guy has shot for Chris Brown, so many names. I'll get him to mention the type of people that his lens has taken pictures of. And I'm excited to have him. I think he's a young entrepreneur that's flying the flag for Ghana. If you look at some of his exhibitions that he does in Ghana, that is called This is Ghana, it is absolutely fantastic. And it's one that if you're in a diaspora, you need to come down every December to make sure that you have a taste of what pictures and visuals that this guy is putting out. Danny.
I'm honored. Thank you for inviting me, and that was an amazing intro to you.
You're very welcome, bro. You're very welcome. We're fam, innit? We're family.
Yes. Family.
Yeah.
Yes.
Danny, you're only 31. Okay, you've done so much, especially in the US. When you decide, I remember we had a conversation.
Yes.
And I wanted you to do some video for Gooba. And that time you were going to the US. When I was seeing pictures of prominent people that you were taking pictures of, blew me away. Your uncle's from Jaso. I know your dad, okay?
Yes.
And I'm sure when you told him, Daddy, I want to do photography and pictures,
they were like, what? Where's the money in that? You know what I'm saying? I'm somebody that since a child, I've always been creative. I've always been imagining things, and I always felt like one day my imagination is gonna come true. Even when I was younger in school, I was thinking about traveling the world, and LA was on my mind because I watched Beverly Hills Cop, and I remember just the way the city looked. I was like, I need to be there one day, but it was kind of in the back of my mind. When I was younger, and people would ask me where do you see yourself in the next 10 years or the next 5 years? I never could see it because I was just thinking, I don't know what to do. I don't know who I am. Wow. I'm just gonna vibes, and hopefully one day I'll know. In school, I only liked English, music, and art. Okay. And every other maths and stuff, I would be distracted. I wasn't really involved in it. And I remember I failed every single GCSE apart from religious studies, which I barely passed.
Oh
I got a C. All my friends in school who failed, they were sad, they were upset, thinking that their parents would be upset. But me, I wasn't sad. I was happy because I still felt like my life is gonna turn out fine anyway. I'm not in school for GCSEs. I felt like school was just a part of something I had to go through. So I'm someone, I would always choose what sounded easier to me. Do you know what I'm saying? So when everybody was choosing all these science and chemistry and stuff, I wasn't doing that. I chose media. Okay. And in the first year of college, I chose business, right? At that time, I never thought I would ever get into business or to own one, but I just done business because I thought it sounded smart, it sounded cool, so I'm gonna do that in it. So I went to sixth form, and it was sixth form, so it was like being from school and then you have to come back to your same school, but now you're just normal. So I was still around school people, so I was like, this is not the place for me, so I dropped out. Now the reason why I went to sixth form was because I failed, so I had to retake my English and maths because I couldn't get into the course.
Sixth form.
Exactly. Yeah. So once I passed English, you know what? I passed English, I got a B, and that's when I realized that, wait, I'm not stupid. I just didn't have the focus and I just didn't have the interest.
So let's just pause one sec.
Yes.
About having confidence and believe in yourself and not focusing. Because I'm sure there's a lot of black boys that if they had focus, they would be getting the grades that you're talking about. I mean, for you to get a B, not even like a C, it means that actually, even if you had focused maybe a little bit more, you could have got an A.
I could have got an A.
Especially in London, you know how it is.
Yes.
A lot of knife crime and all of that is happening. What do you think is lacking? Is it the confidence? Is it role models? What do you think it is?
I think it's the examples, because growing up, I grew up in a estate, and my only examples were the drug dealers and guys who just got girls. It was either about you got girls or you sold drugs and you had cash. So those were the only examples. So people, it's not cool to be smart. So when you're going to school, people are like, oh, look at this nerd, he's going to school. So if you don't have confidence, or you don't have like a family unit who encourage you, then you might stay away from education, and you might want to be outside more. And when you're outside more, that's when you get drawn into the influence around people, and they encourage you to smoke or chase girls and stuff. But I mean, it's hard to believe it, but I was the guy in Hackney, surrounded by like 30 guys on the block. Just everybody was smoking weed and doing bad stuff. And even though I would meet these guys every day, in my head I was like, I'm not supposed to be in this setting. So my parents moved us from Hackney to Chingford in 2011.
Okay.
Right? And when we moved, my brother and sisters, we were so mad. Like, we was like, why are you moving us? We love Hackney, this is where we're from. Because when you're raised in the jungle, you adapt to it.
Yeah.
It's not as scary to you as it is to like whoever else. But me moving was the best, I think was part of what changed me.
Wow.
Because like what I said, like, there was no examples where I was raised. But now that I've moved, there's nobody to call me and say, yo, I'm outside your house. There's no 30 guys outside my house. So now I'm able to go to college and uni and make new friends. And I think from there is when my mindset changed. Because I went to uni, and one time I was in uni, and then my housemate, we used to always like talk about life and stuff. Like, we were still trying to discover. So then my friend came to me and was like, yo, bro, there's a video, I want you to watch this video. And he was like so adamant. He's like, bro, make sure that you lock your door, turn your phone off. He was giving me like rules, and I was like, what is this video that you're talking about? He's like, bro, there's a video, The Secret, like, you need to watch it, And I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. So one day I finally watched this, and I just remember the video was talking about, you know, thinking positive and the law of attraction and all this stuff. And where I come from, I've never heard of that. So I didn't even believe in it. You know what I'm saying? And I just remember the video just showed examples of like people who've gone through bad things, but then they overcame it because of their like mindset. And I've never heard the concept of using your mind. I just thought, if you're poor, you're poor. If you're dumb, you're dumb, you know? So that video done something to me, because subconsciously I started thinking bigger. So when my student loan dropped, the video said, what you want to do is what you would do if you wasn't paid for it. And I was like, what would I do that I'm not paid for it? And I just remember I liked film. And so then my student loan dropped, and I used my student loan to buy a camera. It was a Canon 60D. I didn't know how to use it, nothing. And I went on YouTube, and I was just typing in like all my like questions. And my camera, I bought it, but I didn't use it for like a month. And one day, all my friends were in the house, and they were just smoking and stuff. And they were like to me, yo, why don't you bring your camera and film this? And I was scared. I was like, oh, I don't know how to use it. And that same friend who told me to watch it was like, and encouraging me like, bro, like, do it, right? You know what I'm saying? And coincidentally, that friend's actually from Ghana too. His name is Felix.
Felix, okay.
Yes. So Felix was like to me, bro, why don't you bring your camera from downstairs and film us? So I bought the camera, and I recorded them. And I went downstairs to like edit, and I realized I couldn't edit. Like, I didn't know how to even cut a clip. So then I had to go to my friend's house, watch him edit the video for me while I learned of him. At that time, I had a friend called Wemby, and we done a blog. It was called Danny Meets Wembus, and it was like a blog where we update all the hip hop stuff, all the latest news, basically like Shade Room, basically.
Okay.
So we would update all the gossip and stuff, but my concept was, let's make the site, and while we feed them with the American stuff, let's also fit in our music videos and stuff. We will also
mix
post
it.
our work that we do.
Wow.
We do that. So I built my brand in that way, but I still didn't know how to edit. Wemby was the one who knew how to edit and direct and shoot, whereas me, I was kind of like the creative, but I didn't have the actual skills. So then my mum was like to me, one day my mum asked me what I'm doing, and I was like, I'm waiting on him to finish the edit. And then my mum was like, in this life, you can't rely on your friends to do the work for you. You have to learn how to edit. Felix was an artist. He was a producer. And Felix wanted to transition from producing to music. So Felix now wanted, so I said to Felix, yo, I want to shoot your first video. And then from there, it just went up. Like, so I shot his music video. And then I just started to get jobs. Because once I did that, that edit took me like a week.
Week to do.
It was a whole week just to edit. But when I finished it and it was done, I was like, wow, did I do this? And once I posted it and all my friends were like, is this your first video? You sure this is your first video because it's so good? And I was like, this is something, there's something in this. So then I started doing music videos, I started doing weddings, documentaries, web series, the whole nine. And photography, how photography came into the like frame.
Equation, yeah.
Photography was something I never done. It was something that I didn't even want to do. And I just remember I was a friend that when everybody got an iPhone 4, I got a Samsung S4. So the Samsung, the camera is like nice.
Yeah.
So people would always want me to take their pictures on my phone. So people would always be like, Danny, man, snap us, because I was the only friend who would take good pictures of them. And I saw a quote once that said, film is moving image and photography is image. So I was like, you know what? It sounds kind of easy, but I still didn't think of it. So one time I took a picture of my sister, Sarah.
Okay.
And she got her first 1,000 likes. And I was like, why is she getting 1,000 likes? So I took another one and she got another 1,000 likes. So I'm like, wait, why is it every time I take a picture of Sarah, she gets 1,000 likes? I still didn't care about it. So one day I did a music video for some hood guys, yeah? But when the video was like done, one of the artist's friends was like, let me drop you station. I felt away, but I was like, I had so many bags on me. So, you know, the tripod, the camera, away, like, so I said, cool. So as we got in this car, it was me, the artist, 2 of his friends. As we're on the way to the station, they're all smoking weed and stuff, yeah? The police come. I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
So remember, I've come to shoot a video. I have nothing to do with all these guys. The police come, the driver turns left, the police car turns left, the driver turns right, the police car turns right. And the driver says, if they follow us this road, I'm gonna just speed. So I'm like, wait, what? I've just come to shoot and I'm in the middle of a potential car chase now. So we got to the lights now, yeah? And my station was right there, but it was like the traffic, it was like Hackney Downs Junction.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, this is my chance to jump out of this car. But my equipment and stuff was
in the boot.
In the boot. So I was like, oh, I can't get out because it's either I leave and the camera leaves or I stay and you know what I'm saying? So then the guy just drives. We now pursue in a high-speed chase with the police. Sirens, as in the car's going.
Oh my God.
Like the guys who I'm with have drugs on them. They're throwing their drugs out the window. As in the guy next to me is throwing the drugs outside the window. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Because I'm thinking, in London, there's something called joint enterprise. So if you're in a car with people who have drugs on or whoever who do a crime, part of it, you can also be a part of it. So I'm thinking about all of this.
In your head.
As I'm thinking, I just thought the car was going so fast that the car was like floating. So then I wasn't registering the moment. I looked up and the car crashed. I was a bit unconscious for like a minute. And as I opened my eyes, I'm the only one in the car.
Oh my God.
No, the car's smoking. No one's in the car. As I look out, the boys are running, they're gone, they're like in the distance. So I get out the car and I go to run, but my body's hurting. I basically took like 3 running steps and I was like, my camera. So I've gone back to the boot. God. As I've gone back to the boot,
the police
have come, they've dived me right, get on the floor. They've arrested me.
God.
And for some reason, as soon as they did that, the neighborhood came out, everybody with their phones. Like, look at you, it's people like you who let us down, you criminals.
No.
Then the policeman came to talk to me, and as he was talking to me, I used my tongue to rub against my teeth, and I realized that my front tooth was chipped off. So my front tooth was like gone. So I was like, what? So I said to the policeman, yo, is my face like cool? Like, and he's like, yeah, like it's fine. And I'm like, no, is my teeth fine? And he's like, I don't know you, I've just met you, so this is how I've seen you. So I told him, take me to your van now, please. I need to see myself.
Yeah.
He's taking me to the van. I've looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like,
this is not Danny Wonders.
This is not branded. Like, and then I was like, you know what? At least I've got my life. They took me to the station, and they were like, you've been arrested for machete, Class A drugs, stolen vehicle. I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
And then they're pinning me as the driver of the car. I'm like, there's no way I was a driver. So I'm in the cell for 72 hours.
What?
72, and the food, it was like macro, it wasn't even food, it was like, they were like full English in like a paper that you microwave, basically. So I didn't eat, I just had water, biscuits, like they give you like 2 biscuits like in the thing. I just had that. So when I left, the policeman was like, you know, we are going to confiscate your camera and your phone and stuff because we believe that is also stolen because the car stole it. So now the artist felt bad because obviously he's the one that's got me in this. So then the artist bought me a camera, but the camera that the artist bought me was a film camera because he asked me what camera do I want. But remember, that camera that I used was my photo camera that I use now, but the camera was I never used it to take pictures. I used it
for film.
Yeah. I got a 5D Mark III. So remember I told you I got a 60D.
Yeah.
I missed a part. I had a 9-to-5s. There was a fleet of 9-to-5 jobs. So I worked in the Disney store and all these places. But I worked in William Hill, which is like a
betting shop.
Yes. And I went there with a goal that I'm gonna get 3,500 saved, because the 5D Mark III was my dream camera at that time. So I was like, you know what? So the minute my account said 3,005, I got fired. Like,
what?
The manager was like, yeah, you know, you've been looking at the cameras, you've not been focusing, you've been on the phone. But I felt like it was God saying, your time here is done. So when I left the job, my mom was like, listen, now that you've been fired, like, what are you gonna do? So I went home and I typed in how to register a business. But before that, I was angry on my journey home. So usually when I'm angry, I go through my phone and I delete all the print screens and stuff. So I had some pictures of my friend that I took on my phone that I didn't send to him in it. So when I sent him the pictures, he was like, "Jeez, Mr. Wondervision."
Wow.
And that line just stood out to me. So the registered company was Wondervision. So back now, that camera was the camera that the police took, right? So for 1 year, Denta, I was messaging, emailing the police like, I need the camera back, I need it back. And I felt like I hadn't used my camera to the full capability because I was only using it for film.
So did you get charged?
No, the charges got dropped.
Oh, okay.
So I remember like 2017 Christmas, like around like Boxing Day, I got an email and the policeman said, oh, we've gone through your charges and you've been cleared, everything's fine. You can pick up your equipment. I got back my like phone and camera and stuff. And when I held the camera, it felt so heavy. Like the camera was so heavy. Like I'm not used to the camera being this weight. And I felt like maybe the weight was like all the work in there that I have to kind of do. Yeah. So now I was rolling around the London streets, just taking pictures of anything, of a random man riding a bike or a boy on the street, whoever. I was just snapping the bus driving past, I was capturing anything, just trying to tell stories. And then from there, I just remember I reached out to my friends who I thought looked good, you know, influencers, people who could dress or look nice, and I would just shoot them free of charge. I would reach out to people like, hey, I do film, but I'm also a photographer. I would love to shoot. And I remember one time a client reached out to me. Okay.
All right, let's hold it right there. We're going to go for a commercial break. This story, I mean, I'm just like, I want to know more. I'm sure you want to know more. So I'll see you after the commercial break.
Imperial Homes Ghana in Great Britain has carved a niche for itself within the real estate industry as the premier provider of luxury homes in Ghana and England, with a mission to provide safe, good value, modern housing and personalized estate management services to its clients and customers. All our homes meet the Lifetime Home Standard, as well as the highest standards of engineering excellence, safety, environmental sustainability, and cost efficiency. Imperial Homes, a signature of luxury.
Guba Card welcomes you to the land of gold, Ghana. The Guba Card is a unique loyalty card which gives you the opportunity to enjoy discounts of up to 40% on goods and services. You enjoy discounts of the best of hotels, amazing restaurants, beauty lounges, spas, health centers, fashion houses, and shopping centers in Ghana. The Guba card can also be used as a prepaid Visa card with Access Bank, our partners, offering you conveniences on all payment platforms. Applications is safe, secure, and valuable. Call us or WhatsApp us on 0245 156 705. Visit www.gubadiaspora.com. Guba Card, the best discount card in Ghana. With over 1.2 billion people, Africa is a large continent with a rapid economic growth, full of investments and business opportunities. It hosts numerous opportunities for entrepreneurs, businesses, and individuals. As Africa marches towards a better economic future, how do you become part of it? Who can you safely speak to? Where do you start? Think no further. Odana Connects. We have identified the challenges people face in getting the right people and discovering the right opportunities in Africa. Odana Connects will be the platform where people and businesses seeking opportunities in Africa meet and connect like never before. Odana Connect. Join our waitlist for early access this summer at www.odanaconnect.com. Welcome back from that short commercial break. We're finding out how Danny Wonders became Danny Wonders, right? From film and photography. Continue with the story.
Yeah, so a client reached out to me and said, he said, yo, I want to book you for fashion film in Paris. So I was like, oh, okay, it sounds nice. And he said, but I want you to also do photography. Can you do photography? And I had seen a quote that same day saying, if somebody reaches out to you for an opportunity and you can't do it, say yes and then learn later. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, of course. So that day I went on YouTube, I was learning about photography, like, went to France, I did not know what I was even doing, yeah? But the client was like, wow, these are some dope shots in here, you know, I really like it. So I'm like, okay. And coincidentally, in college, I was very like distracted, you know, in class, the teacher would be talking, I wasn't really paying attention, but I'd done media interactive, which is like Photoshop, Illustrator and stuff. So I would always be on Photoshop, freestyling, learning how to use it while the teacher's talking. Never thinking photography I would ever do it. I was just doing it just for the fun. But in that 2 years of being in college, I was on the Photoshop every day in that class. So I somehow had a skill in Photoshop without even knowing I would ever need it.
Wow.
So now when it comes time to do the photography for real, I already knew how to
do
edit.
it.
Do you understand? So with that, I started building my portfolio and I started doing music videos. I started doing documentaries. I started doing weddings. And the reason why I've done so much because I felt like, you know, I started reading a lot, and it was saying that, you know, if you want to make millions, then you have to have 7 streams of income. And I was like, I can't be a jack of all trades, but maybe I can be the jack of my trade. Maybe if I learn weddings and so on, then when I build my team, I know how to direct them, kind of thing. So with that, you know, I was still doing films, but photography was more of a hobby. Remember I told you I was just using it for like friends and stuff. So I was doing like web series. I did a web series with my sister. We won the Screen Nation Award. Yeah. And then I felt like, you know what? I've actually got a talent in this. And then I remember
So still then you weren't like sure.
I
You,
wasn't
like,
sure about photography fully.
Wow.
I knew I was all right, but I still was like, I'm gonna keep doing it, but
Okay.
it's not my main thing. I'm still doing film, right? So then I remember a client booked me to a job in Sweden, yeah? Now this story is an embarrassing story, yeah? But I need to tell you the story because this story will tell you what made me take photography so seriously to prove myself, like, you know what I'm saying? So a client booked me to Sweden.
Okay.
This client was like a big NBA basketballer, and he said that he always travels the like world and stuff. So he wants to go to Sweden first, and after that we will go Ghana and all these Senegal and these places.
Wow.
And mind you, I've never been to Ghana yet. Like Ghana is somewhere I've seen people going on Christmas, but I always missed out because I was thinking about the plane ticket. I was too much. So I didn't go. And then when he said Ghana, I was excited for the Ghana. So I've gone to Sweden now, and these guys, they've taken me in as like, Danny Wonders, man, you're so talented, you're my bro and stuff. So I've come in, I'm comfortable. So they're giving me alcohol, we're drinking, we're partying. And then I realized that I got too carried away. Rather than doing my work, I was enjoying the lifestyle with them. I was drinking, I was enjoying myself. So we went to a Mr. Easy concert, yeah?
Okay.
And where I shot the pictures and stuff. Then after that, I just remember on the way home, so me, my boy, the basketballer, and his boy, we was in the car, and I just remember we're driving home at night, and I just remember my stomach just started feeling away, yeah? Then
It's like vomiting.
this is one of the most embarrassing stories I've told. My stomach started churning. I'm thinking, what's going on? So then the basketballer is next to me. He's like, yo, then you good? I'm like, nah, I feel a bit sick. So he told the driver to stop their car. As he stopped the car, I vomited. But it's the one where it's so much, I was done this, but it was still leaking. Then I vomited on him, I vomited on his jumper, yeah. And this jumper that he got was like a special jumper that he was talking about, like a fan made it. It's like a special, like one of his special coats. And I vomited in it. And I just remember being so drunk that I had to be carried up to my hotel room and all that. As I'm walking up, I've gone to breakfast here. No one is in there in the breakfast. His boy comes in here, and then his boy's like to me, man, like I can't believe you. Like we gave you this opportunity, you squandered it. What have you done? Like you vomited him. So I felt so low in myself like that. I got carried away in the lifestyle rather than the work.
The work.
So then I just remember when we got back to London, because the point was we was going to go to London for 2 days, then go to Ghana, Senegal, and all these other countries. But as we've gone back, I messaged him like, hey, so is Ghana happening? No response. And then I just remember he still went to Ghana, but I've never videographer has gone with him. So I was like, it took me a valuable lesson that never get in the midst of opportunity or people that you admire and think that this is a time to have fun. This is actually a time to work harder. So I used that as motivation. I said, yeah, if they're not gonna book me,
I'm
gonna go with my hardest. Like from now on, like I'm not missing about. So I just remember just staying up late. I'll go out, I'll shoot, edit, post it, go out, shoot, edit, post it, videos, music videos, da, da, da. I'll reach out to like artists. I was getting bookings. I just remember.
And how much, you talked about your first gig in France. How much did they pay you? What was it like?
£200. Yeah,
okay.
It was cheap.
But they did the flights and everything.
Yeah. They would, cover flights and stuff. When I first started, my first job was, how much did I get paid? My first music video was free.
Okay.
My next music video was £800.
Okay.
And then my next video was £1,000. And then I even got one of my boys with me to fly. We flew because we did it in Ibiza. So I was traveling a lot. A lot of people would book me to shoot in Monaco.
Wow. So you traveled a lot.
I've traveled a lot through work, like in general. Like even what made me want to live in Los Angeles was that same client who booked me to France booked me to LA. And I just remember being in LA and I was like, wow, like this is where, for what I do, this is where I need to be. And then I just remember on my last day in LA, I was shooting a video and some white guy was just looking at me for a long time. I was like, why is this guy looking at me? So the minute I'm done, he's like, you know, you've got some skills, mate. And then I was like, yeah. He said, how long are you here? I said, I go tomorrow. He's like, oh, you know, I work in Vice. I would have given you a job there. I'm like, what? Is that the kind of opportunities here, like in LA? So I'm like, I need to come back here. Now, me and my boy plan to come back, but sometimes when you tell your friends your plans, it can hold back your plans, because if you tell your friends, I want to go to New York, and then your friend may not have money or they're busy, and then it can slow down your plans. So I was waiting on this guy, but he wasn't available. So one day I just booked it. I just, you know what, I'm just gonna, I've been making too much excuses. I keep telling my friends I'm going to LA, but I'm not going to LA.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going. So then I went to LA, and when I went to LA, my main goal was
And that was 2019, right?
That was 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
So 2019, I just decided I'm gonna invest in myself. I'm gonna go to LA. I have no plan. I don't know no one. I don't have no connections. I'm just gonna go. And I just remember I went, and when I landed, there was like a friend I had on social media who I was talking to. So they were like, don't worry, I'll pick you up from the airport.
Wow.
They dropped me to my house there, and they dropped me to the grocery store, because I wanted to go to the grocery store because I felt like I'm here to work. So once I come for a lifestyle, I go to a restaurant, I'm gonna spend money. So I said, let me go to cook. I went to buy salmon and all of that stuff. I just adopted my mindset. So in LA, I just had this energy of like, I'm gonna wake up, because I felt like I was only there for 3 months, so I didn't have time to waste. So every day I would wake up, I would write my goals down, like what I came there to like do. So I would write things like, I'm meeting the biggest people, I'm working with the biggest stars, whatever. I'll write that every day.
Wow.
And I just remember I would network with whoever, I would message people. And I just remember I would go to like the beach and just shoot random video and then post it, or I would go to whoever. And I just remember as I was doing all that work, LA people would find me, and also I was DMing everyone, every artist manager, every artist assistant. I was like, hey, I'm in LA, I live here, you know, I've moved here now. If you need work, I'm available. Don't worry about the pay, I'm gonna come. So when they check my page, they were like, you know, this guy's work, it's actually good. Oh, okay, cool, come. So then I just remember through that route, I just remember Afro B, you know, Joanna.
Yeah.
He posted on his Instagram that he's going to, he was like, LA. This is like the second day I've landed.
Wow.
He was like, LA. So I'm like, bro, I'm here too. He's like, yeah? I'm like, yeah. I said, if you got any work here, just
let me know.
Let me know. And then he said, I have a music video tomorrow. He didn't tell me what it was about. He just said, I got a music video tomorrow in Compton. So come. So I'm thinking, Compton, it sounds scary. I don't know. But I was like, you know what, cool. I'm gonna go. I've gone to Compton with my cameras, everything. I just remember, I get there, I find out that it's Joanna remix with French Montana. So I'm like, hey, I'm coming to shoot Afrobeat and French Montana on my 2 days in. Now, mind you, French Montana, I was excited to see him because I had shot in Wireless. And in Wireless that summer, I went to shoot for Miss Banks. Yeah. And after I shot Miss Banks, that card was only for Miss Banks, but I saw French Montana's crew, and I just joined the entourage, and the security was trying to hold me. I was like, hey, get off me, I'm shooting for French. What are you doing? You know, because
you are kidding.
People don't know it's about the confidence. You have to act as if you belong there. Once I was like, oh, sorry, I don't have the pass, they would have kicked me out.
Yeah.
Because I was like, get off me, but what, if you don't see this camera, I'm working with French. I was like, yo, you're French. So I even called him. I said, French, you're looking too fly to be just here with no pictures. So French started posing for me. I now ended up on stage for French's performance.
What?
And from French's performance, I shot Madonna, the Migos, all these artists, crept on corner, all of them. And I was posting all these pictures, right? So with that picture I shot of French and his DJ who I met, of course French came, I showed French a picture. French was like, oh, it's you. So he relaxed. And I was chilling, I was showing his pictures. Then from French, I would use the French pictures and I would DM other artists. And so then I just remember, I spoke to my friend from New York and then she was like, Danny, are you going to the BET? And I was like, BET? Like what? It's like, now, like, because I never went to LA with the thought of the BET. I
BET
didn't
Awards.
know about BET. I just went to just go to LA. I didn't know about events happening. So my friend's like, yeah, like this is the BET, like the real BET, like this is happening. So I was like, how do I get in? She's like, it's not like a place you go and get in. You need a pass. I'm like, I'm gonna get a pass. So on that day of the BET, 2 days prior, a client reached out to me in there and they told me that they want to book me for a shoot for $800. And it sounded tempting for someone who just came to LA and don't have money coming in.
Yeah.
But I was like, I still believed I'm gonna get in the BET. So I was like, hey, I'm fully booked on that day. I can't come. And the person was like, oh yeah, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm fully booked. You know, I'm gonna be shooting at the BET. I had no connection to BET. I had no links. I was just speaking as a business. I was like, I was confident. I was like, yeah, don't worry, it's fine. So then Afrobeat reached out to me again. Afrobeat said he's just been called to perform at the pre-show at the BET. So he wants me to come. And he wants me to shoot at the BET Awards for his segment. So as we've gone to the BET, like listen, even just to go there, I was like, like my spirit, because imagine, from where I just told you I'm coming from the hood, chilling with those 30 guys, to being in the BET where I'm seeing all these, the baby, all of them, all the music, everybody. Remember, we're only there to shoot the pre-show.
Yeah.
We've gone through the security checks, like 5 security checks. You're going through the gate, they're checking your pass. So we get to the final gate, which is like the red carpet, but that was a year Nipsey Hussle died. So the carpet was now blue. Afrobeat went in, his manager went in, then the security was like, he just stopped me, he's like, no, your pass this is not the pass. Your pass is only for the pre-show. You're not allowed on the red carpet. I'm like, what? So Afrobeat and Dad looks at me like, I'm so sorry, bro. Like we thought this the pass. So mind you, yeah, they've gone in.
They left you.
They've left me there. So they've said that they're gonna try and sort out things. But my Instagram story, I've told people, guys, I'm about to go to BT carpet. I'm about to show you the pictures. This is a dream come true. So people are messaging me like, oh, I'm so proud of you. I can't wait. Now I'm thinking, how am I gonna explain that I didn't even get in? So then there was like a rumble, like a big loud commotion. Security was pushing everyone out of the way. I said, who's coming? I see Meek Mill coming because I didn't know what was happening. So Meek Mill has just walked past me, so I missed that chance now to even shoot. So I'm like, okay, so I've gone to the car park. As I've gone to the car park, who comes out? The Migos. And the Migos have stepped out and their dress fly, like there's seats, colorful seats. And they don't have no camera guy with them. The manager's trying to use his phone to take their pictures. Now, mind you, I've DM'd the manager. Remember I told you I was DMing everybody. So when I saw Migos with him, I approached the manager. I'm like, yo, Rel, it's me. I already had the DM prepared. So look, this is the DM. So I've gone to the Migos. I said, obviously, I grew up to them. I played their music. So I've approached the Migos. I'm like, Quavo, Offset, take off. I'm gonna need you all to go over here. I'm the official photographer for the BT. I'm gonna need you guys to pose. So Quavo now, I'm like, yes, sir, they're posing the jury. I was capturing them. I captured them. So I'm like, yes. So then, Saweetie has come as well. I said, Saweetie, you're looking too good not to be taking photos. I've captured her. As I finished with her, the manager's calling me, Afrobeat's one. Now, mind you, they've called me back to the gate. They've got another pass. This pass as well, I put it on again. I went to the gate, and the guy still said, is the wrong one. This pass is not gonna work. So now I've shot only the Migos and Saweetie. I've gone to the trailer, to just relax and just, well, it was fun.
It's fun.
At least I've got the Migos and so Saweetie. One guy comes in there, me and him are just talking regularly. I'm talking to him about my journey. I'm telling him my whole story. I'm showing him my work and stuff. And the guy was like, "Oh wow, man, you're really talented and stuff." The guy said, "So why you not shooting? I told him I don't have a pass. I came with Afrobeat, but they didn't get me a pass over. Do you know what this guy said? What? Your work's amazing. Take mine.
What?
He gave me, because he's a label owner, so they all know his face. So he's giving me his AAA all access backstage, first stage pass. So I enter the carpet. I see Lil Nas, I see Lala, I see DJ Khaled. So now I'm free. I got my AAA.
You're free.
So no one can even touch me. I've shot Afrobeat. I've done what I've come to do. I've shot him. Karuchi was there. I shot Karuchi. I've shot DJ Khaled. I've shot Mustard.
goodness.
I've shot
Everyone.
London. Everybody. But when I started posting those pictures, Davido and Dak landed in LA as well.
Yeah.
Then his team reached out to me and said, pull up to the house to shoot David.
Wow.
So as I've come to the house, David is like, Danny Wonders, I know you. You know, I've been seeing your like work, because the work I was doing, it was going viral. Because
It was going
when I
viral.
was in LA, my Instagram weekly, I was getting like 1.5 million page visits. Like people was visiting my page regularly. I was getting like 10,000 likes, 30,000 likes, and this likes. So I shot Davido just in the house, just him chilling. And I remember Davido's team said to me, they were talking amongst themselves and they were like, should we bring him? And I was like, what are you talking about? And then Asa was like to me, they want me to shoot Chris Brown and Davido. I'm like, hey! Chris Breezy and Davido. I'm like, yeah, this is like, it's too much good news like to be true, do you understand? So I've kept this news quiet. I've not told anyone about it. As I've come, Chris Brown was really there. Wow. I'm like, wow, like David trusted me to be there and shoot him and Chris, and I shot those pictures and they went viral.
I remember those pictures.
Yes, like, and it just went viral. And then I had a friend, Daps, who shoots videos as well. So Daps was bringing me on set. So then I was shooting more artists, Meg Thee Stallion, City Girls, all these artists. And then, so then from LA, I left LA on this.
On a high.
Like, wow, like I've leveled up. Like, because people were asking me how I did it. And it's like, there was no formula. Like, it's just, I just believed. Like, I just went to LA with the belief, and I done the work. Like, I would wake up at 5 in the morning. I would go gym. I would write down my like goals every day, and I would get to that work. I would call my friends. I would go out. I would be out. I would be meeting people. I would be talking to people, and random people would be like, "Hey, Danny, I got a house party. You should come." And then from that house party, I'll go, and then someone
Just
would be
meet
like,
somebody
would tell me they have a shoot. I should come. So what I would do is,
what I would do is write your beliefs on a piece of paper.
Yes.
And just get it done. Yes. Believe in yourself. After the commercial break, right, I want to talk about your stuttering.
Yes.
You've met so many great people, but you have not let the stutter affect your confidence and your belief. We'll be right back after the commercial break.
Imperial Homes Ghana in Great Britain has carved a niche for itself within the real estate industry as the premier provider of luxury homes in Ghana and England, with a mission to provide safe, good value, modern housing and personalized estate management services to its clients and customers. All our homes meet the Lifetime Home Standard, as well as the highest standards of engineering excellence, safety, environmental sustainability, and cost efficiency. Imperial Homes, a signature of luxury.
Guba Card welcomes you to the land of gold, Ghana. The Guba Card is a unique loyalty card which gives you the opportunity to enjoy discounts of up to 40% on goods and services. You enjoy discounts of the best of hotels, amazing restaurants, beauty lounges, spas, health centers, fashion houses, and shopping centers in Ghana. The Guba card can also be used as a prepaid Visa card with Access Bank, our partners, offering you conveniences on all payment platforms. Applications is safe, secure, and valuable. Call us or WhatsApp us on 0245 156 705. Visit www.gubadiaspora.com. Guba Card, the best discount card in Ghana. With over 1.2 billion people, Africa is a large continent with a rapid economic growth, full of investment and business opportunities. It hosts numerous opportunities for entrepreneurs, businesses, and individuals. As Africa marches towards a better economic future, how do you become part of it? Who can you safely speak to? Where do you start? Think no further. Odana connects. We have identified the challenges people face in getting the right people and discovering the right opportunities in Africa. Ordana Connects will be the platform where people and businesses seeking opportunities in Africa meet and connect like never before. Ordana Connect. Join our waitlist for early access this summer at www.ordanaconnect.com. Welcome back, guys. You know what? I am so inspired. You know, we hear stories of people's journeys, but this one has really inspired me. I can tell that my brother has overcome a lot of things, but one thing that has struck out for me is just having that confidence and the fact that he writes down what he wants to do and he goes for it. You actually go for that list and you make sure it's done.
Yes.
And you talked about the positive thinking.
It's so key because there's so many doubts and, you know, people tie themselves to like accolades and artists and who gave them a shout out and stuff. And it's like me, it's like my work is my shout out, you know. I remember when I first started and people would be like, yo bro, you need to put a watermark on your work because people are gonna steal it. And I responded to that person saying, my watermark will be the quality of my work. Like,
and you can tell, like I can tell a Danny Wonders picture. Like literally when you see it, you know it's you. And there's no logo on it. But we know it's you. Because of the quality that you've set out. Like we know that that's your work. Okay, now let's talk about the stuttering and how, or if in any way at all, at some point in your life, did you lose any confidence with your stuttering?
Do you know a story, right? When I was younger in school, I used to get, not bullied, because I'm not someone you can bully, but it's more like teased. So people, I might be trying to talk, because I was always that kid that, I don't know, I think maybe because I was naive or because I told you I was always like imagining things, my excitement over trumped my lack of belief in myself. So I'm excited. I'm always wanting to talk and do stuff. So I'll be on the bus with the kids and we'll all be talking and everybody will be talking smoothly. Because I used to look at people and think, look at you, your life is easy. You can talk smooth, but you're not, you're like shy. Whereas me, I'm stuttering. I'm confident. So I would go to talk on the bus. But when I talk, I'll because when I was younger, my stutter was really bad.
Okay.
So I would go to talk and people would be like, shut up, bro. Like I would go to say something and they'll be like, shut up. So I would be like, oh, okay. So people want to use the stutter to put me down.
Yeah.
So I remember I called myself Stutter, right? So my first name was that. And at that time, I didn't know the importance of names. You understand? And that name, I think when I called myself that, people would be like, Stutter. And I think that name actually made me stutter more. Because people was calling me Stutter. So I was just stuttering more. Yeah. So only when I changed my name to Danny Wonders is when I felt like the wonders started to come in. But my stutter, I feel like how I overcame it when I was younger, I was afraid to approach like hot girls because I was like,
you're gonna stutter.
She's too nice, I'm gonna stutter like, she's not gonna like me. And I remember my boy was like to me like, bro, if she doesn't like you for your stutter, then she's not for you.
Wow.
And when he said it to me, I don't know, that line just stood to me. So now I started thinking, you know what? If I approach the hottest girls who I even think I can't get, but if I approach them, even though I have a stutter, maybe I can overcome my stutter because if I can approach a hot girl, I can approach the biggest businessman of that because there's businessmen who are rich who cannot even approach a hot girl.
It's true.
So I used that tactic. So every girl I would see on the road, they would think I'm approaching them for their number, but it wasn't for that. It was for my confidence building. Wow. So the girl who I thought was out of my league, I would be like, hey, hello, no, nice to meet you. And usually they would stop and be like, oh, you like stutter, like I can't believe that you're even approaching me, like, you know, you have a lot of confidence. And they'll be like, oh, like, you know, you're like, stutter is cute. I'll be like, how can they call this stutter cute? I'm trying to get rid of the stutter. And from then, hearing those kind of words, I started building more confidence in my speaking. Oh. So then my stutter kind of went downwards. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I just picture myself just talking on stage and stuff. I didn't picture myself just stuttering. I always picture myself talking. And with who I'm comfortable with, I can talk. but it's only people who I would just meet and I would be a bit shy to kind of talk, you know what I'm saying? So once I eliminated the thought of what people might think of my stutter, people didn't even recognize that I actually stuttered. So with that, it's kind of like I became bigger than my speech impediment. And also, at one time when I was younger, I went to speech therapy class, actually, and I thought my stutter was bad until the people in the class, some people would stutter where they would like stamp on the floor to get a word out. Some people would have to hit themselves. Some people stutter was like with their face where their face will move, and I was thinking, you know what, like I'm
not that bad.
Like my one just a bit of words which are stuck, but it's not to where I can't talk. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what, maybe I just need to calm down more and speak more slower. So then that's how I overcame my stutter. That was my first class, and after that I said I'm not even gonna go there, you know, because I felt like if I'm going there, I'm saying I have that, so let me not do it. You know what I'm saying? And even I'm somebody, I've been through a lot, like mentally, physically, like even when I was younger, like even like I went through like a stage where I was boxing, right? And then there was like a pain in my finger, and this pain was there, but you know boys, like when they have something, they don't go to the hospital. And I just remember I let this pain linger in my finger for like 1 year, and from that 1 year, it went from my finger to my joint, to my elbow, to my knees. Then I finally went back to the GP, and they told me that I've got rheumatic arthritis. And I was like, how can I have this? They told me it was stress. I got to the stage where I was on crutches. Like I couldn't even walk. To the point where I was even like, God, why am I even here on this earth? Like, because I felt like, nah, my story cannot end here. There's no way I can not be able to walk. Like, I was like, you know what? So, remember I told you, the video that I watched all those years ago, subconsciously, I was using it because I told myself I was on crutches with a swollen foot, to where even if I meet my friend outside and I go to say, yo, bro, when I do this, just that alone, it felt like a hammer has smashed my like finger, and I would be in silent pain. No one even knew. And I just remember I was on crutches, and my friend would ask me why I'm on crutches. I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I had a little accident. But I was on crutches for months. People were like, why are you this guy always on crutches? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I just remember I would go partying. I would leave the crutches home, and I would be limping. And I would go party, not because I was stupid, but because I didn't want to submit to having arthritis. So as time went on, the medication, I was taking like 6 tablets a day. What? And then it went to 12. And I felt it was making me sicker. So I was like, one day I was like, I'm not taking this no more. And my parents were like, what? You have to take your pills? I was like, nah, I'm not taking it no more. Like, I think it's making me sick. I'm just gonna eat better and just do what I do. As time went on, the arthritis is gone.
Wow.
I'm not even I went to the GP for a checkup. They looked at my bones and they said, the GP was like, how? This is impossible. How has it gone down? What? Like, he was like, there's no way, it's supposed to be less. I'm supposed, because my joints were swollen, like my fingers used to be bigger than how they are and stuff. Like now I can go gym, I can squat, I can do whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? And
oh my goodness.
God's grace, man, you know what I'm saying? But
were you prayerful, like, or was it just
I'm prayerful, but I'm also like, I believe that, God made us in His image, you know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's like, if God made me in His image, I can't be weak. You understand? I have to be strong no matter what I'm going through. Because there's always somebody going through worse. And when you watch those like Olympics and this guy is on a wheelchair and they're wheeling with their arms, but people who have arms and legs are lazy, sitting down on the couch all day. I had to change the mindset. So I think that the mindset and my faith in God and my vision, seeing myself shooting and traveling the world, and that healed me.
Wow.
Do you understand? So anyway, I came back from Los Angeles now, finally. And Los Angeles, I was like, I done like a party, like a birthday party. It was my 30th.
Wow.
Like a London party, big party. I remember Damson Idris, that's my guy here. And Damson's birthdays is one day before me. So usually we would celebrate our birthday
together.
So I remember it was like a homecoming. So the party was amazing. After the party, I left on a high, then it went low. I was looking around London, I was like, oh, this place is so cold. I can't stand it, this place. Like, I was getting someone's jobs, but I was like, I don't want to be here. Like, it's cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I booked Ghana.
Wow.
Because I had gone to Ghana, yeah. I went to Ghana because that year, 2019, before I went to LA, I went to Ghana. But that year, I didn't know no one in Ghana. I just came to Ghana. I shot people on the streets and all of that stuff. And I just went back. But when I went back, London was just not the same. Because you know Ghana, once you come here, you go back to London. You start saying, why am I even here? So when I came back to Ghana this time around, I said to myself, nah, from the work I had been building in LA and London, now my brand has been built. So when I came back to LA, I remember, I didn't even tell you a story. I know a story in Ghana. So, Cheddar, I met Cheddar in London. Nana Kwame.
Bidiako.
I met him in London at one talk, like a diasporan Ghanaian excellence branch talk, whatever. And Cheddar was one of the like main speakers, basically. And Cheddar came to talk about Wonderworld and all his businesses, and you know, like. And I remember just seeing this guy. He's talking about real estate, but he's wearing a kaftan. He's got all these jewelry, diamonds. I'm like, this guy does real estate. Like, there's no way this guy does real estate. Like, why is he looking like? How is he just like an artist? And he said his business is called Wonderworld. And I was like, I need to work with this guy. I need to work with this guy. I need to be his friend because Wondervision, Wonderworld, it just makes sense. So I approached him. I'm like, yo, hey, I got a business, Wondervision. I would like for us to work, you know, one day when I am come to Ghana. He's like, yeah, sure. Just take my number off some other guy. So he told me to take the number of another guy. The other guy I was like, I'm not gonna get. I'm not even gonna see him. So then when I went to LA and I did all that I did. I had built a friendship online with my friend Darren. And when I landed in Ghana the second time, Darren invited me out. He told me to come out to Luna Bar. And when I went to Luna Bar, he was him, Cheddar, and some friends. And Cheddar is there like, Daddy Wonders, we've been waiting for you. I'm like, this is the same guy I said I'm gonna make friends with. He was like, yeah, come, don't worry, have a drink. I'm like, what? This guy that he does the Wondervision. This the guy, he's embracing me like I'm his brother kind of thing. So I was like, nah, like Ghana, maybe I have to kind of be here. So as I'm there in Ghana, remember, as I've come from LA now, I've built more confidence and stuff. So now I've just come and I've done my exhibition, the first one which you came to, and it was a success. And
it was.
I didn't expect the whole of Ghana, like all the entrepreneurs, people who are doing their thing, everybody from the locals, the kids, everybody, parents, children. I was like, what? I'm from London. Like, how could everybody just... Because the promotion was like 1 week's worth of promo.
It was mad.
I felt maybe just the work I've been doing is being seen, you know?
It's mad.
And people came and I was like so grateful, you know? And after the exhibition is when Corona hit. Because remember, that was Corona. So 2019 was the last time the year was normal.
Yeah.
And when the Corona hit, British Airways cancelled my flight because they were like, due to Corona.
Yeah.
So they said, you have an option to fly out in February or you can stay wherever you're at. And I was like, I'm not going back.
What?
I just decided, I was like, it didn't make sense because if it's COVID, why am I going to go to be locked down? Even though I could be locked down in Ghana, I just felt Ghana would be more easier. And my friends like, bro, are you sure you want to be locked down in Ghana? You remember it's Africa, COVID, bro, remember Ebola? They were trying to pull their fair. Like, listen,
my God,
you guys go to London, I will stay here.
Wow. And
when I stayed in Ghana, I was still shooting, I was building up my content, and I've been able to network, and now this is all the work I'm doing now. Yeah, like.
And it feels right?
It feels like the right choice. And I've moved here, like I've decided, like I'm living in Ghana now. Like obviously, people, you've been in Ghana for so long, but it's like, listen, I was in London for 31 years. Like, why can I not be in Ghana? Like, and as you said, even before this, like you were saying that Why is it our parents?
Yeah, wait till they're...
All our parents moved to the Western world, whether it was the States or the UK, to build a better life for us. But now our generation is coming back home to build a better life.
Yeah.
And I think that's coming from social media. The corona has opened everybody's eyes that the Western world is not as powerful as they made it look. You understand? Because Africa stood strong.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it just showed me that with all the brands who take from us and they want to be inspired from us, there's not enough people telling our story. And I felt that it was like a purpose, it was like a calling, because Ghana was somewhere I never wanted to like go to, because my parents would always be like, if you're bad, we will take you back home.
Yeah.
So my fear of Africa, I had no plans to go there. I was more thinking about Miami and stuff. So when I came back home, I felt my purpose here my purpose here is, with my skill and talent that I have, is not for the Western world. Because what I realized was, all the greats, the Michael Jackson, everybody, when they pass, their legacy is left in America or wherever. Whereas Kwame Nkrumah's and that, it lasts. Gaddafi, it lasts. It's Africa. So I felt like, you know, I've got the London base. I was born and raised there. Then no one can take that from me. But with my skill and my gift, let me use it to propel Africa, which will soon put me on the world stage in order to be global with the work, in order to inspire. I'm basically aspiring to inspire before I expire.
So let's say that again. You are aspiring to inspire before you expire.
Yes.
Oh my God, this guy, he's too much for me. So it's been 1 year, right? What would you tell somebody that's in the cold in London about the opportunities in Ghana?
You see, Ghana has changed my whole life, like from my mindset to even just self-development. Like I feel like in London, my lifestyle was different. Like here, the cost of living is cheaper. But at the same time, you know, you have the mindset. I first came, I was like, bruv, this is not my charge. Like I charge in pounds, I charge in dollars. Like why am I getting cities? Like, and I realized if somebody gives you, let's say, 10,000 cities, the last time you can live with 10,000 cities in Ghana, opposed to £1,000 in the UK, there's tax, there's insurance, there's all of this stuff. So not just that, but in Ghana, there's no elitism. Meaning like there's elites, of course, and there's poverty, but meaning like everybody who's high up, you can see them out. You can go to Starbucks and see them. Everybody's accessible. Whereas in the UK, in the States, if Chris Brown comes somewhere, you will never see him. His security, he will be backstage somewhere. Unless you have a pass, you won't see him. Whereas if Chris Brown comes to Ghana, he will be seen, because there's nowhere he's gonna go. We will see him. We will see him wherever he's at. Wherever he's at, it's like he can't hide. So I feel it's that. I feel the sun naturally makes you happier, and I felt the same energy I felt when I was in LA. It's the same energy I feel here.
Wow.
And I feel that Ghana's developing, and I feel that now is the time to be in Africa. Now is not the time to give your talent to the Western world and you want to come here late. I want to be here and become the face of my industry in film and photography, so that people who come, they can see that there's premium here.
Wow.
Do you understand? And they can work, and not just me, but I can inspire other creatives, Ghanaians, Nigerians, whoever, to also go back to their homes and to do it. Because, you know, I was the guy who was in the UK, like, or the Chinese taking over, the whites taking over, but it's like, what am I doing?
Yes.
If I'm gonna rest in a home that's not mine, whereas other people are coming to my home to build, I can't blame them.
Yes.
I have to also come home and build, because that's where it starts, you know, is the little steps that's gonna take us there. You know, it's funny, when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of TV, and my mum would always be like, you watch too much TV. Do you know somebody had to sit down and think in order for you to watch this TV show? And I never used to get why she used to tell me that. But it's funny how now I'm the one that creates the work for people to watch.
Amazing. Do you know what? You are an inspiration, honestly. And I know that a lot of young people are watching today's show, and you've inspired them even more. your words of encouragement, the way you speak, the positiveness that's coming out of your mouth has even inspired me today.
Wow.
So God bless you. Keep going on that positive realm that you are. Keep your faith up.
Yes.
And I know that there's going to be more magical things coming out from Danny Wonders.
Yes.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
And guys, make sure you aspire to inspire before you expire.
Yes.
Good night and God bless.